Mom tried not to raise her hand to me when I was bad, out of fears that she would not be able to stop hitting me, like her mother had done to her growing up. Instead, she would send my dad in when I needed to get my ass beat. And honestly, in hindsight, sometimes I may have deserved being swatted. Thankfully, this issue didn't come up often because my dad was a sailor and often away at sea. I bought a tape recorder, he wrote in one letter home from the ship. This way, I can send you and Laurie love songs in addition to just writing. Mixed in with news were silly love songs he played as a DJ on the ship's radio station, reminding him of his two special girls waiting back on the shore. Mom and I always looked forward to receiving the tapes. We would send things out to sea in care packages just for Daddy. It was a big family love fest that I looked forward to every couple of months. I love my daddy bear so much, I would say on tapes being sent to the ship. I was always a daddy's girl, which made my mom uncomfortable because we kind of clashed on everything. I definitely think Mom felt our strong bond and maybe even tried to challenge me on it. In Norfolk, Virginia, we lived in a small, tidy, white, 3-bedroom house with our sweet beagle boy, Skipper. Now, being an only child, I came to hate when my mom asked for help around the house. How nice it must be having siblings to help. But no, not in our house. Being headstrong, I even would threaten to call child services on her for being mean to me when we fought over chores. So one day a package arrives from Daddy while he is at sea aboard the USS McCormick, a naval destroyer. I loved hearing his adventures. This time, though, Mom refused to let me listen to Daddy's new tape. I was unaware at how my innocence was about to be destroyed from the destroyer. Laurie, help me, please, she asked, needing some help on some chore like cleaning house, folding laundry, or something. Watching TV while cuddling Skipper and drawing with my fashion plates was far more important to me. So I blew her off. Laurie, come on. I asked for your help. Are you ignoring me? She was getting mad. I'm busy, I grumbled, returning my lazy gaze to the grainy picture of the small portable color TV on a flimsy rolling stand in our living room. I didn't move from the old, faded, bumpy orange couch. I mean, really, I didn't interrupt her shows, but here she was begging for help on some damn project. Her anger increased. My frustration increased. Finally, enough was enough. Shoving the TV stand backward toward the wall, I watched it rock back and forth before toppling onto the floor. A huge puff of magic smoke released from the back of the TV. Daddy always said electronic devices needed the magic smoke to continue running. Once released, the device would be effectively dead. Hearing the crash, Mom raced out of her bedroom, her face flushed with anger. What did you do? Salt from my eyes ran angry and hot into my mouth as I stood wailing over the mess I created. Which was double suck because, hello, I loved watching TV. And Skipper quickly ran and hid in the kitchen. Mom grabbed my arm and dragged me to the floor-to-ceiling bookcases housing both the tape deck and stereo on the other living room wall. Sternly sitting me down, Mom's thin hand shook from anger. She fumbled around, turning the equipment on and finding a plastic cassette tape, which she quickly jammed into the tape deck. You just sit there. Think about what you've done, she spat in exhaustion. I'm so mad at you. Suddenly I heard my daddy's voice. Laurie, why do you make Mommy cry? I froze in place. How did he know? Confused, I physically started hurting as the emotional gut punch continued. You are a very, very bad girl, he said calmly, but with clear anger. Do you like making Mommy cry? You are very, very, very naughty. I am very disappointed in you. You made Mommy cry. You made Daddy mad. You are a very bad girl. Now, I'm not mad at you, but I'm very angry at what you did. I unleashed a guttural wail at this new torture device. My cheeks burned with embarrassment and anger. My eyes stung from nonstop tears. I was terrified. Why was Daddy yelling at me? I thought he loved me. In that moment, my heart shattered and I was sent to bed without dinner. Mom could not lift the TV set, so it sat splayed in the living room for several days until a TV repair shop could pick it up and fix the damage. Our fights started happening with an unsettling regularity. Mom would inevitably play the tape over and over until it was ingrained in my brain. Then she would just merely say, "Do I need to play the tape?" And I would be like a cat on the receiving end of a punishing squirt of water. When we moved to Colorado, Mom kept the evil recording. I knew the tape by its label and hated even looking at it. In my teens, I started using the tape as a means of self-flagellation when I was bad. Like once in middle school, when I was a bored latchkey kid and acted out. Plying through our big brown house, I started rummaging through my parents' shit and found hidden money. I lifted a little cash here and a little cash there. One day, I hit the mother lode of money in my mom's nightstand drawer. There was so much there, I reasoned she would never miss some. My daily boredom took me back to that nightstand with increasing frequency as I uncovered a cache of really old-looking money. I would spend it buying food like cookies, candy, and chips, and stashing the remnants inside of the sturdy new TV cabinet. Mom completely lost her shit when she discovered what I had done. My daddy gave me those silver dollars, those $2 bills, those silver certificate dollars. It's all I had to remember him. I broke my mom's heart that day, and things would never be the same for us. I worried that she might never stop crying. The words formed, repeated in my head. "Laurie, why do you make Mommy cry? Bad girl. Naughty, disappointed. You make Daddy mad. I'm not mad at you, but I'm very angry at what you did." 1 year after a flood ravaged my family's home, the decades-old tape finally met its demise in a watery grave. To this day, I'm still haunted by my daddy's usually sweet and loving voice telling me how I made my mommy cry.